Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hello. And hey y'all. I'm messing around putting Pokemon in the box. Yeah, I did catch a Dratini. Welcome y'all. Welcome back to Pokemon LeafGreen. And I've got the right background now. But yeah, I went Safari Zone hunting to fill out Pokedex because I'm gonna need 60. I'm gonna need 60 in order to go to the rest of the Sevi Islands later. I've also been running around here leveling. And I stopped because Frog is almost at level 32. Oh, I found a Quick Claw as well. I'm just gonna let him evolve. I don't care enough about Solar Beam. Or rather, I can, if I want him to have Solar Beam, I can just teach it to him with the TM, and I have Sunny Day. I think. Team Rocket is really annoying to fight because they have all these poison types, so I will train a little longer. I want to get... or you know what? I know what I'm going to do. There's one trainer that we have to fight before Giovanni. Giovanni. And I'm going to go to him. I forgot, though. You get to the director's room from the 3rd floor teleporter, which I think is this one. Yeah. Oh, there's an item I didn't get. Wait. Okay, hang on. Items. I gotta pick up the items I don't have. Foist. That was floor 7. It is kind of neat that Silphco, they have all this advanced technology, including teleporters. It's kind of neat that they have a few floors that are only accessible by elevator, but also, that's incredibly dangerous. Like, if something goes wrong, how do you get out of there? Anyway. I'm just gonna go, straight to the guy himself. Oh yeah, and who needed the calcium? I think... It's hard to tell until Tansy evolves. Tansy, but I feel like Tansy is the one who needs it the most. Is Adamant one of the special attack down natures? I think it might be. It's like attack up, special attack down, which is like the worst. Something like that. Yeah, it is. It's exactly that. Attack up, special attack down. Thought it sounded familiar. Okay. Calcium goes... Tansy needs calcium supplements. That's her personal need. Here we are. Yum, yum, yum. Ah, and that's even how you are meant to feed to a horse. You put, like, right under their mouth. You gotta hold your hand in a certain way so that you don't... you only present... You don't present any of your fingers higher than the rest of your hand, because the horse can't see that low down, so you potentially... You want to make sure that they don't accidentally, like, bite your finger off. I haven't interacted with horses a lot, but it always made me nervous. I was like, be sure, because, like, you know what'll happen if you don't do it right. Just be sure that you do it right. Like, just stretching my fingers away, like, towards the ground. Oops. I thought I was being clever. Not even. Oh, I forgot. For whatever reason, I was thinking on previous streams that Cubone and Marowak are really, like, strong or fast, but they're not. They're slow and they have low attack stats. They just have high defense. I think it's not even special defense, just defense. Okay, Frog got his level, so he's all good. I might go and heal up just because I think he might be useful. I want to say Giovanni has a Rhyhorn this time. Oh wait, why do I have I switched to Tansy by mistake. I meant to switch to Voltage. I was dead. Yeah. Also, after last stream, I realized that I totally forgot to talk about the Nintendo Direct because I watched it. And there was, like, not much... There's not much interesting there. Like, new Yoshi game is kind of neat, I guess. But, I don't know. It looks like it's like they have an interesting gimmick for that, but it feels like the kind of gimmick that could also limit what you can do. Anyway, Frog the Second is evolving. Here he goes. Ah, he's the big guy. Venusaur. And there's a Venusaur. So how big is he? 60s, his special defense is very good. Yeah. So it's good that his attack is good, because I'm going to teach... He's the one who can learn Earthquake on the team. And it'll be handy, I think. Alright, let's just go. And I'm going to lead with Veronimoth, just because she could use levels toward the gyms. Oh, I forgot I named myself Pierre in this one. It's been such a short playthrough so far. It hasn't sunk in. Oh, perfect. Oh yeah, Veronimoth gets Psybeam as well. Because she shouldn't... No, she doesn't... She learns... She would learn Psychic eventually. I just got it to her early. The Psybeam has the possible effect of confusion, which is nice. Yeah, I don't know. The Yoshi and the weird... Yoshi and the Strange Book. Mysterious Book? I think that's what it is. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I don't know. Most of the other stuff, I think... I don't even remember what most of the other new things were. There was some talk of... Oh, they're doing, like... There's more amiibo stuff for Kirby's Air Riders. Which is just like, eh. Yeah, I remember Kangaskhan was kind of scary, and I don't really have a good fighting move. Voltage has one, but it didn't do any damage. Oh, and I forgot to turn on... Oh, whatever. I forgot to turn on battle animations again. I've been grinding out levels so much that it's felt normal. That's right. Kangaskhan is like... Oh my god, the Kangaskhan is just getting trampled. She's like, so please stop. This is just swing and a miss. Oh, I had a feeling I should have done takedown to guarantee a knockout. Jeez, that was brutal. And we come back to Veronimoth. And then I think we can go straight to the dojo, because I did check. I checked which oh, excuse me, which guy I need. Which fighting guy? Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is a tough custom. It's interesting. I forget if he has both a Nidoqueen and a Nidoqueen King in the gym. Oh, the Game Boy died again? Oh, battery time. Oh, in the middle of a fight. I think this happened last... I think this is in the middle of a fight last time. Yeah, I gotta get that battery. So funny, I could be using a wired GameCube controller for this, I guess, and not worry about it, but the D-pad on those things is so bad. Oh, right, I can turn it. I like the little jingle they have for when the Game Boy connects to the GameCube. When it's like, it's confirmed that like a Game Boy player is running. Does beep beep. Beep beep. Valid Game Boy Advance game. You can use this as a controller. Our guy lost again. Yeah, whatever. We get the Mester Ball that I'm not going to use, and I don't get any experience from the trainers. But basically, with the Versus Seeker, I'm going to make use of 1, 2, and 3 island trainers to prepare for the Elite Four, because I think we can go back there. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's funny they have a PC there. I guess they had to put a PC in case you didn't have any item space, or they wanted to in case you didn't have any item space, so they could accept the ball. Which is funny, because in this game there's a separate bag for that. Separate pocket, so it doesn't matter. Oops. I always thought it was odd, unsettling that the Team Rocket music sticks around, even though you've already cleared them out, like as if Sylph Company itself is evil. Like, that's never brought into question. I guess it's a corporate entity, so of course it's evil, but like, relative to Team Rocket, it just feels a little weird. It is a building no longer in crisis, and it seems odd. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's just, Dojo. Oh, I should put Spiro on the box. Let's do that. I'm running around the entire perimeter of Saffron City to do this. I'll put Saffron on the, Spiro in the box so that we can pick up, the new guy. The new guy. There you see I have a Dratini. I almost have a box of the full 30 just sitting in the box. I almost caught a Dragonair a few times, which feels weird. Like, I always try to catch the base level Pokemon that you can find, base evolution, so that I can level them up properly and train them and stuff. But, you know, just to fill out the numbers, it would be nice to catch some, like, Nidorinos and things. Yeah, let's see. I guess the one other thing back to the Nintendo Direct. I guess the one other weird thing is that the Virtual Boy accessory, where it's like it's just a stand that you put the Switch 2 in, I guess. It seems so weird. Because, like, the one thing everybody knows about the Virtual Boy is that it was really uncomfortable to use for extended periods. Specifically because it's like, even if you're sat at a table, like, the stand isn't tall enough. Or it might be too tall if you're a kid. And so, I don't know, it's weird. Even if they, like, the one thing they could do is they could localize some of the Japanese-only Virtual Boy games. That would be worthwhile. I don't know if they're going to do that. But it's kind of clever, because most people are just going to play it without the stereoscopy and just and enjoy it, like, without the device at all. And they're just going to enjoy it as it is. It's just, it's a very strange move. Although, actually, you know, it's not that strange. It feels like Nintendo's going really hard on, or they're angling towards, like, it feels like they want to take over, like, because people say, or it's like they want to take control of preservation of their games rather than, like, opening them up. Like, I think that's partly what the GameCube stuff was about, and it's definitely what this Virtual Boy stuff is, because, like, Virtual Boy, the closest you could get to for, like, good Virtual Boy emulation is like a 3DS, where you can still get the 3D effect. But it's otherwise a game, like a system that it would be very easy for it to get lost in the shuffle. And so, oh, for a second I was like, wait, Sky Uppercut, but that's a fighting move, I think. So yeah, he didn't stand a chance. I didn't realize they were only level 37. Oh well. Ooh, nice. Even twos. Gebieten. Bronimoth does have that neutral nature. Oh, here it is. Indeed, I've lost. I'll take RM1 as a trophy. Okay, so I chose Hitmonlee before, so I'm gonna choose Hitmonchan this time. Oh, what did I name him? Or her? Him. I don't remember. I was gonna name the Hitmons in pairs, and I don't remember. You'll be... You can be Glover. With those boxing gloves. What happens if I click the other Pokeball? They're not get greedy. What does this say? Goes around, comes around. Alright. They want me to train. No, no, thank you. I have to train. I'm not a karate guy. I'm just a Pokemon trainer. So yeah. Oh, I used Meowth to steal a bunch of tiny mushrooms. I was thinking, for some reason I had in my head that the move relearner requires 2 tiny mushrooms and a big mushroom, but it's or. It's either or, so I have way more tiny mushrooms than I'm ever going to use to do some things. But it means that I can get move on one of my Pokemon that I didn't think I would be doing. It's very exciting. But back to Nintendo. It does feel very much like Nintendo's trying to... They're doing the Disney thing, effectively, of being like, no, you don't need to do game preservation. You can pay a small fee to play any game that we've ever made. And it's like... It feels very transparently... it just feels very transparent, I guess. But yeah, let's go try and fight Koga, because that opens up surfing. And I would love to be able to get the Slowpoke that we need for the box, for the Pokedex. Yeah, that's my cynical take on the Virtual Boy thing, because otherwise it's like, why? But like, one of the more infamous Nintendo flops as a like selling point for the Switch 2, it doesn't line up. Oh yeah, this guy, he's got Psychic Pokemon, so I have the wrong, I have Roundabout in the lead. Yeah. We gotta rely on Voltage for now to fight the Psychic types, really. But he's strong. I forgot how powerful the evolutions are. But I wonder, thinking of Nintendo service, Nintendo's, like, video game stuff, are they able to... Like, are you able to play... I know, like, the DS Virtual Console allowed you to have, like, basically play all the portable Pokemon games, and trade between them, effectively. But are you able to do that on Switch now, or is it all kind of lost to the... like death of the eShop? Something I wonder. Yeah, I'm not gonna take Pin Missile. I didn't think so, but I had to check it. This is gonna be good training for Voltage. I was kind of hoping to skip to Koga, but I forgot you kind of can't run past most of these trainers. Oh, poison gas. You know what, I guess since I keep forgetting, I may as well turn back on battle animations until I go grinding. Invariably end up spending part of the stream grinding out levels. You know what, I'll still lead with Veronamoth, actually. Ah, sneaky. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, the whip trainers, I forgot. I almost forgot they still have whips in this one. And they also taught, this is the guy who talks about, like, you know, like kind of legitimizes Pokemon as a Japanese tradition. Ninjas in old Japan used to use animals just like we're using Pokemon now. I forget what were the other. I'm still thinking about the Nintendo Direct because I don't like nothing else really interested me. Did they announce? Oh, they announced that Donkey Kong expansion, or was that already coming out? I don't remember. Oh, we didn't get to see Aurora Beam yet, I realized. Although, what's funny is that Aurora Beam on Bimbles is, because he's only water type, Aurora Beam is always going to be worse than using Surf unless Pokemon resist Surf somehow. Oh, hey Matt, welcome. I forget. Oh, I missed it on the stream replay. I forgot what I was talking too much and I forgot what Pokemon is coming in. How you doing? How have you been? Oh, Arbok, of course. Yeah, I was just trying to remember other things from the Nintendo Direct that I could remark on because I'm like, I missed the boat in the last stream when it was more relevant. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into the Virtual Boy thing. It certainly feels like a very cynical, like, act. I could be wrong. Oh, you're feeling tired? Yeah. I hear you there. Let's see, I'm gonna try and fight Koga and see how it goes. Yeah, I'm tempted to pull up like a list of whatever, of like a recap of the Direct, because I honestly don't remember. There's like kind of nothing in there. Maybe there was another, oh, you know what, I think there was another Dragon Quest thing or something. I just don't really know. It feels mean to say I don't care about Dragon Quest, but I kind of don't care. I don't care in the sense that like I don't have any feelings about it either way. Like, I kind of like Toriyama's art style. You imagine I'm like saying this on like a walkie-talkie to somebody while I'm fighting Koga in the gym. He's like, "What the heck are you talking about? Hey, take this seriously. This is a gym battle. I'm here to test your might." Oh, tough muck. Anyway, everybody on the other end of this line who I'm talking to, don't mind that. There's just a kind of an aggravated trainer that I'm battling right now. let's continue talking about Nintendo and their like predatory behavior, like sneaky. Like, I don't know. It feels very sinister. Yeah, you stopped caring about Nintendo. I find myself caring in that they keep, in that they're so present. I'm like, I feel the need to pay attention to like, what are they up to? Like, what are they trying to pull? That's the most. Oh. Okay. He was gonna do that as his opening move, huh? And now I don't have a dark move to fight the, Huh. Guess we try Tansy. But yeah, no, I feel that. It's like... I'm compelled to say what I've said in previous streams, that, we don't like Nintendo here. I can enjoy their games, but don't like them. Let's try... Oh, that's right. Frog has sleep powder, and I always forget. Yeah, $100 Google Cardboard. Oh, yeah. And it's funny you say that, because they're also doing a cardboard version. Nintendo Labo Virtual Boy. Which is so silly. It's like, I mean, on the one hand, it's like, yeah, more affordable. Also, probably less neck strain than the, like, official plastic thing. And in the long run, of course, the Virtual Boy prop is going to be land waste. I forgot we still had Leech Seed on him. Koga used the full heal, but he's still getting seeded. Wonder if we can get lucky and confuse the Weezing. I know I've confused Koga talking about Virtual Boy. Oh, Psychic would have knocked him out? Is Weezing's special defense just not that good? Knock yourself out! Do it! The coup de grace! Aw. The coup de grace! Aw. Oh wait, the lead seed! Awesome. Cheese wins the day. Delicious cheese. Would you like some wine with that cheese? Awesome. Yes! More sleep powder. I think it's the same accuracy as Stun Spore, so yeah, I'm gonna take it. It'll be nice for the additional Pokemon we gotta catch. $33! Oh wow, I had 4 Pokemon in that last 2 battle because of the self-destruct. Oh, the Soul Badge Defense. Surf. Take this. It's toxic. It's how I'm feeling about you right now from talking a bunch of nonsense that doesn't make sense to me. Although Game Freak exists in this world, so maybe people do know about Nintendo? Maybe it's like Marvel. Because, like, in the Marvel universe, Marvel Comics are, like, a real... Marvel Comics are a, like, fictionalized account of real events, something like that. Anyway, Veronamoth is leveled up quite nicely, but she's only going to be useful for the ghosts, so I gotta train up Voltage, too. Oh, $25 for the Labo Virtual Boy? But yeah, it might be biodegradable. Depends on what kind of ink they're using, I think. Or I guess that would be biodegradable anyway. The ink they use might make it not recyclable. That's what I'm thinking of. Actually, oh, you know what I was thinking with the Virtual Boy stuff? I'm almost, like, more excited to see, like, what are people gonna, like, independent, like, YouTube people who make stuff are gonna try and be like, I'm gonna make my own, we're gonna make our own, you know, stereoscopic 3D bracket for the Switch for cheap. And we're gonna run, like, an emulator to play GameCube games in 3D, or, like, whatever, like, other stuff that you could do with that system if you hack your Switch. Because I remember one of the cooler things out of emulation was that Dolphin VR. That, unfortunately, They screwed up somewhere with, like, they did a misstep where they, like, broke Oculus SDK terms or something, and the project just had to get shut down. It's a real shame because it was really cool. Like, I played a little bit of F-Zero GX in like a headset, and it like didn't run great, but like there's a lot of promise there. And now it's all gone. But because it was Dolphin, it also meant Wii games. I remember Monster Hunter Tri was another one. That was a really cool possibility. And I guess that's part of the trouble of open source, is that sometimes people don't really understand what they're doing, or they think they can kind of get away with something because it's just open source, it's just free, and you kind of like kill the whole project. But I've been thinking about stereoscopic 3D, like head-mounted displays, and they've really fallen off. Oh, Rogue VR floats. You know what? I should. Oh, you know. Without drawing too much attention to them, maybe that would be worth looking up. Maybe I'll take a closer look. I hadn't even thought of it. You would think after discussing all the like Nintendo emulation stuff on previous streams that I would have remembered, because Citra and Ujinx famously have some forks that are kind of accessible. I haven't checked lately. Magical Leaf. I always forget that's a 3rd gen move. It feels like a 4th gen. Although, I guess Roselia lends it. But yeah, I should check it out. Lately I've been thinking about VR headsets where there's not really a good one. Oh, okay, so okay, interesting. So now I just don't want to use electric move with the camera. What a weird opening move to do roleplay. And this trainer is secretly a Pokemaniac. Yeah. There's gotta be one where they said screw the rules, yeah. I mean, like lately, with VR headsets, I love stereoscopic 3D and like all this stuff, but like there isn't like a good. I feel like the Valve Index has a lot of good stuff, except that it still needs the like mounted like VR receiving things, so that sucks. The Rift S is my favorite one that I own because it's inside out scanning. It's inside out position tracking, so there's no like external stand things that take up space in like extra USB slots. But the built-in speakers are really bad, and the clamp thing that holds the clamp like rotator is made out of, like, it's used the plastic. It uses the flex of the plastic to like clip to like hold into position, and that's worn out, so it doesn't stay in place. Plus, because it's locked down to the Oculus app, you kind of can't use it in Linux, so I've had to keep my old PC. And it seems like any other offerings. Yeah, they're also so expensive, exactly. Like, the trouble, I think it's like they're so bespoke, and they don't adapt well to existing games that like you kind of have. The only way that VR is going to work was if there was like an easy way to adapt them to existing games to like play non-VR games in VR, and if they got like, and if they from there if they built up enough steam that you would see more people making cheaper units or otherwise like developing games for them. And I'm also forgetting which teleporter I stepped on. Yeah. Oh, and thanks, you brought the rat to the stream. Cheeser. Welcome to the stream, Cheeser. Yeah, it bugs me because it's such a cool tech that is like almost approachable. Like, I mean, I started with the Samsung Gear because I had a Samsung phone at the time, and it was like $25 or something. It was pretty, or $35. It was pretty cheap. and it was like the experiences were similarly like not spectacular, but it did kind of sell me on the idea where I was like, I could, if I saved up a little bit of money, then I would get one. And the original Oculus, you could get it cheaper without the motion controllers, which is a great entry point because you can be like, you know, do I really care about this enough? And if you do, then you could eventually buy the controllers additionally, which is what I did. But yeah, there's like a price. I think there is a price point where if the index were cheap enough, I would consider getting one. I don't know. And like, basically nobody has made new ones except for Meta in the last few years. And, you know, should go without saying that Meta is probably the worst place to be getting a VR headset. Yeah, you'd think thered be more Oculus knockoffs. I want to say, I feel like the technology, I feel like the market just isn't there. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I was thinking about games, being able to play regular games in VR that like wouldn't naturally support it. Because like, you think of other display technology advances, like bigger screens, like higher frame rate screens, like those angled screens, like those, all that stuff went off because you could just plug it into your computer and do what you normally did on the new screen. But with VR, you had to also buy new games. It was basically like a game console that's like more expensive than any game console has ever been to get even a cheap one. And I think that really killed it, because also, if you don't have enough people playing it, then like nobody's going to make games that support VR, much less VR bespoke games. And ironically, games that support but do not require VR are also games that most people are going to play without a VR headset. And so it's kind of this cursed problem where you, like, there's not enough people interested in VR to justify, like, even making knockoff headsets, because, like, who's going to buy these things? And because they're knockoffs, if they're going to be, like, if they're not really high-quality knockoffs, which is not really that common, then they're, like, people are just going to immediately be put off and they're not going to sell very many. Like, to have a decent VR experience, like, the tech is still, like, pretty expensive and sophisticated. I think that's kind of the big problem there. Like, because you're right, like, I think you're right, Mav, that you would expect more knockoff, and I think the reason why is just this, like, confluence of these three big problems. Like, the quality of the tech has to be really high to be worth it. There's just, like, not really a big enough amount of games and stuff. Oh yeah, Oculus was $200 and it has the link. Now it's $300, $400. I'm trying to remember how expensive. I want to say the Meta Quest 2 is the latest one from them. Is like, or do you mean number of games? I actually don't know what you mean. But I remember I got the Oculus without controllers. That was like, it was around 200, maybe it's 300. And I bought the controllers later. Oh, there's Quest 3 now. See, I think that's the thing. It's like it's also fallen out of, like, the public eye, where, like, I didn't even remember that there was a Quest 3, right? It's like, it seems like none of the people who got in early are even making them anymore. Like, Valve never made an Index 2. It seems like they're, somebody I heard talking about this suggested that part of the problem there as well is that, at least in Valve's case, they're kind of waiting for another big breakthrough, and there hasn't really been one. Oh, yours is just a headset for Steam VR. Oh, the Quest 3? Do you still need the Oculus app, though? That was the big thing that put me off. Because, like, I would consider it. I think because it's wireless as well, I also don't like having, like, an extra battery-powered thing that I have to keep charging. Oh, you got the Quest 2 as a Steam VR. That's it. Oh, I see. I getcha. And I mean, at my stage, I kind of need something that works in Linux, and you know, Monado says that it is compatible with the Rift S, but it hasn't worked. It doesn't detect it, even though it's plugged in and LUSB recognizes the Oculus Rift device. So, I don't know. I can believe it. I can believe the Quest, because the Quest works differently. It's like streaming the game to your headset. I don't know. I'm gonna try Sabrina. She bent a spoon just like Uri Geller. But like she bent it because after she threw it somewhere. That's... You know, the graphics kind of conflict with the story where like she is clearly floating a Pokeball in her hand, but like... Oh, you think you can sideload something? In Quest or the Rift S? Like, I'd be happy to try and like custom firmware my Rift S, as long as I don't brick it. I did a decent amount of research and I didn't find anything. That was what kind of made me give up. Oh, for the Quest, yeah. Because I mean, I want to say there were a lot of big VR, like, I want to say Half-Life Alyx is like the last... That was like the height of at-home, like, VR systems, I think. And since then, it's been kind of crickets. Also, I should have switched out for the Venomoth. I forgot she has one. Oh, don't confuse. Aw, she confused. Maybe I will just switch out to Veranomoth. Hey Sabrina, I've got a bigger Venomoth, and I gave her her own name. That's risky. She's also got Psychic. She's got a bigger move. Damn. Bye, Venomoth. You're not as cute as mine. Okay. Here's the big test. I think voltage is too slow, but we'll figure it out. My only two Pokemon that can, like, assist are also slow. They'll get knocked out right away. Oh, he's faster. Now if we flinch... Oh, I was hoping he was going to use Future Sight. Dang it. Oh, the captions still aren't working on mobile? Dang. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, because they're working on desktop. Are they working for other streamers? Maybe the plugin I'm using doesn't work on mobile Twitch for some reason. Oh, this might be it. Alakazam's too strong. Veranomoth doesn't even really have a move. Pinballs might resist it, actually. He might have enough special defense, I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, he resisted with one. Oh, and Headbutt wasn't strong enough. Oh, you just threw. She threw the battle. Why? Why, Sabrina? Why are you doing this? Oh, never mind. I got too comfortable. Dang. If I had gotten the flinch on with voltage biting, then it would have been enough. It would have knocked him out. We would have got him on the second turn, I mean. So I think if I can be smarter, if I can be smarter about not taking lots of damage, I think I have to reset though. I'm gonna try for a little bit. Veranomoth can try an aerial at least. Oh, is there an official Twitch plugin for captions? I should consider that. But like, oh boy, here we go. Yeah, I gotta reset. Dang it. There's no way that I'm struggling through the rest of that. I'm gonna actually train up voltage a little bit just so that he's actually at he's level 40 plus. Maybe 40, 41, 42. Maybe I should look at the... Oh, we can fight the bird trainers down here. Yeah, maybe I can look for the Twitch plugin. If it works like the... Because I guess what I'm using now is like a Google thing. If it works at all like that, then it'll be a decent replacement. I was also... One thing that I like about the plugin I was using, although I haven't been able to use it, is that it can save the text transcriptions. They're generally kind of crap, and so I haven't uploaded them to YouTube, to the VODs. But maybe I could start doing that. I've been keeping them because I would ideally like to just, like, edit them up a little, like, tidying them up a little bit, but it's also, like, 2 hours of streaming is, like, it's a lot to go through. That's weird. I'm surprised that Twitch is like not accepting the thing. Maybe there's a different like format I should be sending. That doesn't. I don't know. I'm hung up on the captions thing because it's like, why would it not show captions in one format but it does in the other? I guess is it because it's the mobile app instead of the website? Maybe they've done something weird on the mobile app. Cloud closed captions. It says native caption 608 Twitch is the output. There aren't really any like options for it. That might fix it. I don't know. Beats me. Oh, I fought the guy already. I fought the guy already. Yeah, you can see your own captions. Are you using the Twitch one? Or cloud captions? Whoa, Dodrio. I guess I don't remember Dodrio and seeing Dodrio on Fire Red. This guy looks crazy. You got the like 2 angry heads and the really sad worried one. Oh. Yeah. Nobody ever said streaming is easy. It's mostly easy, but then you get into, as if audio management wasn't bad enough. I'm doing my best. I mean, like, ideally, like, that's, I think if I were a professional streamer, I would want to, like, hire somebody to do captions. Because I really don't trust the text-to-speech, the voice-to-text stuff, I mean. I don't know, it looks pretty good tonight, but it's also like there's context that you need to really, to actually be accurate. Which large language models famously lack. But I don't know. I wonder if any streamers actually hire staff to do that, to do like live captions, or if they rely on the plugin, because in fairness, it would be pretty hard. It would be pretty hard to do. You would need somebody, because if you have a like live, actual like caption staff on like live TV and stuff, there's enough of a delay where they have a decent amount of time to type up the captions as it's going. Don't know how practical that would be for stream, unless I had somebody sitting like next to me at my desk. Because for sure, I think professional video people. I'm tempted to say YouTuber, but it should really be there should be more video platforms where professional video making people, I think, should definitely hire their own like caption people, or otherwise like hire it out to people, to somebody, kind of like having your own editor. I know a lot of pros, a lot of professionals do that. I think maybe the break is coming up soon. Maybe I'll look up the Nintendo Directs, so I'll have some talking points for that later. Oh, but yeah, but one other thing I noticed last time thinking of streaming stuff. I don't know if this is like a platform change or whatever, but I noticed that like normally, whenever I like ban somebody, like specifically, which has only really been bots. It's only been bots that are like trying to get like go to like get more views website that is definitely not a scam, you know. Whenever I've gotten those and banned them, I can still read the message. But last stream, I banned somebody that I was pretty sure was a bot, but I was like a little bit unsure because I kind of skimmed the message. And it just like, it removed the message all of a sudden. So I think Twitch changed the default setting for chat moderation where it just removes the message entirely, even though you're the streamer. Which is kind of spooky. But I changed it back, and because like I want to know, I want to be sure. I want to be sure that I like didn't make a mistake, and that if I did, I can undo it. Because the really surprising thing that I found is I was trying to look for like, I was trying to find like a list of users that I've banned in my chat, and like I don't think there's a way to do it. Like you would think there would be, but I was like looking around and there's. The only things that were coming up in search results anyway were like, here's how you find a list of people that Twitch has banned from the platform. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, there is, but it's just super buried? Yeah, I kind of thought so. I don't know if it would even help me to find it because I think the message isn't preserved anywhere, so it would just be like, I could just find out the username and be like, I guess that's who I've deleted, who I've banned. I have no idea. I have no idea, but I had to... But yeah, it bugged me. It was like sitting in the back of my mind for the rest of that stream. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna... Let's train up until the break, and then I'm gonna leave... Sabrina's gonna be a cliffhanger, where I'm gonna battle her when we get back from the break, I think. But yeah, I don't know, Twitch... I was looking up, like, official Twitch stuff of, like, FAQs on how to do moderation, and they don't say anything about it either. It's what I find so frustrating. This is why I can never be a professional, like, Twitch streamer or professional YouTube person, because, like... It's the gig economy. Like, or specifically... Two problems with the gig economy is that because you're paid on like exactly how much value you're extracting for the platform, you're not getting paid for your time, which is really important. I was thinking about this with like rideshare drivers. Like they should be on salary because you're paying, like they have to be out on the roads for hours and hours, like all day basically driving around in case they can pick up somebody to drive. And that's one reason that the gig economy is so bad. But also, like as far as like online creation stuff, whenever somebody makes a change to anything, to like how YouTube or Twitch operates, like they kind of can't announce it ahead of time, especially if it's a security thing, because I think, although they should be able to, now that I say that. I know as a practice, they never like announce anything, and you as a like money-earning person on these platforms are technically qualifying as a contract worker. So there's like no benefits owed to you. Like the company owes nothing to you. And it really is just a nasty relationship. Maybe the most pernicious thing about it as well, especially with online platforms, is that there's this promise of fame and fortune. Anybody can become famous. But not everybody. Just the lucky few. And it draws many people to demise. Like I feel like I've seen more than I've like encountered other people in like various communities who are like, I'm not gonna apply for a job. I'm gonna be a streamer, and I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be a famous YouTube guy, and they like, and you never really hear from them again. Very far too many people getting drawn in. It feels like gambling. I feel like it has that same draw. I don't know. I was specifically thinking about the like not being paid for your time part, because it's like that really bugs me with rideshare and delivery people in particular, because the consequence of that being effectively paid on commission is that they drive really fast and recklessly and endangering themselves and everybody around them, and all because rich moneybags, rich jackasses don't want to pay. They don't want to like hire staff. That's really what it is. It's not even Labor Day anymore, and I'm talking about Labor Day. A stream closed captioner, which specifically says it's robot. Okay. I'll put a pin in that for myself for later. I think I heard about this the cloud captions specifically from somebody who recommended it as a streamer themselves. But yeah, if it's not holding up, it's always good to mix things up. Yeah, Veronamoth can come in. It's funny, right now Veronamoth and Voltage are kind of demonstrating how you can get away with just 2 Pokemon as a fighting team in the same way that I'm going to do for Fire Red. Fire Red second Fire Red playthrough. That'll be interesting. I'm curious to see what it's going to be like playing with only 2 core team members. I'm still going to have to catch a bunch of Pokemon just to get to the Sevi Islands in the end, but it'll certainly be interesting. I said I was going to turn off animations if I was grinding levels, and I forgot. Oops. I guess the Silphco had all the high-level guys. 30 plus. Although I could go surfing and encounter stronger trainers in the water. Good for Voltage. I forgot Voltage even has black glasses. The cool sunglasses, and still struggling a little. Well, let's go surf south a little bit and see what we find. Oh, there's a guy right there. Horsey! Oh, he's almost at 42. Yeah, I think after this battle I can go straight to Sabrina. I feel a little bit more confident. Because Voltage got like +4 special attack when he leveled up last time, so... +3 is okay. Now let's do double kick. Now let's get Frog a little bit. Time in the sun. like the razor leaf animation. It's pretty neat. Just toss out a bunch of little leaves and a couple of them go. Okay. And we leave behind the little, like, whale floaty. Okay. Okay. Save again, and then we're going to take a break. So let's see, I had some of that Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories before, so kick on one of those. I'll kick on one of those those tracks for the break. Enjoy the music. Get up if you've been sitting all this time. Take a snack, get a drink, and I'll be with you in a few moments. Hey, I'm back. Alright, let's go smite Sabrina. I don't know why I went to the letter S for some reason. We're gonna battle her. I'm not gonna smite her. I guess Jolteon Voltage doesn't really have any purpose for the electric moves in his arsenal. Oh, I didn't fight you? Okay. Oh, how about that? There's this Tasha Yar. She's come back. She's come back from the dead through the time warp thing. Or because her ship, they changed the Enterprise C or whatever. B? C? I don't remember which one it is. It wasn't there to get blown up and... I only just realized that episode of Star Trek The Next Generation is just... They just did the, like, Harlan Ellison episode from the original series again. But they, like, tweaked it a little. It's like the whatever it's called, the one where, like, the woman has to die for World War II and for the US to go into World War II. Or whatever. It's weird. Harlan Ellison of, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream fame wrote that episode of old Star Trek, and then they kind of did the same premise in The Next Generation. Yeah. Yep. I don't know, the TNG one, I wonder if the TNG one, I think I have seen it. I feel like it is a better, it's kind of a better approach of that premise, but it's also like, I still don't like the premise. Like, basically the future goes bad because it's basically this premise of like, oh, let one die to save many. And also changing the past is bad. It's weird. My gut doesn't like it because it's also like, once again, in the TNG version, it is also one of the many people who will die as a result of that is a woman, and it just feels wrong. They also kind of mess with things because I think they send the Tasha Yar, who should be already dead, back in time to the with the old Enterprise that is gonna blow up. Except that she gets like captured by Romulans or something, which opens up like the actor to come back as her own daughter with like an abusive Romulan. It's so bad. Romulan like excuse me. Romulan guy. TNG has a lot of flaws people don't really like to engage with, I think. Oh yeah, you hate the idea that some things are inevitable. When you go back and change the past, I don't exist, but World War II didn't happen, and the fascists are stopped, or whatever. Yeah. I think another example of that, maybe the most egregious example of that I can think of is the Fantastic Beasts thing, where like, in true neoliberal fashion, J.K. Rowling decided to tell a story where World War II happening, the guy trying to stop World War II is the villain because they looked into the future or something. I forget what the justification is. But it's like, it's bad. What's weird is that the Star Trek episode, the like, for World of Tomorrow or whatever. Yeah, it's on point. It's on point for JK. Yeah. A weird little thing that I don't know that people notice in the original Star Trek time travel one. Points to Spock for knocking out a cop who was trying to harass them. But then points deducted for the woman in question, who's supposed to be like this perfect, wonderful angel or whatever. She runs a soup kitchen for all these people who definitely need it, who are like food insecure and maybe even unhomed. But she like calls them layabouts and stuff. And she has all these fantastical visions of like, oh, the future where we travel the stars. But she's like, oh, all you people are. I don't think she says they're mooching or anything, but she like calls them lazy. And it's like, wow, you really do love her, don't you, Kirk? God damn it. Because this is me going through like the old series to try and find like anything of value. I'm still looking. I won't say that I didn't find anything of value, but it's very rough. It's a difficult show to try and watch in the modern day. Yeah. And lately I was reminded of another time travel show, obsessed with. I feel like so many time travel stories end up siding on don't change the past as like a main plot point, and it's like it's kind of the most obvious but also the most boring position you could take. Where it's like, I mean, yeah, you kind of can't rely on it. Oh yeah, you tried watching TS, but all the women are like the same. Yeah, there are some rare, like, it's a very low bar to clear to have like the few times there's a decent like female character on the show, on that show. And I mean, it's Roddenberry. It's mostly Roddenberry's fault as like the lead creative guy, but also the fault of, you know, the people writing the individual episodes themselves. Let's see, I'm gonna try and dodge all the trainers here if I can. Although we need Bimbles to level for the gym, I think. You know, I can leave with Frog for any water trainers we get. Yeah, it's like, I've run into a few. What I found with TOS is that it is surprisingly... This is what I found with a lot of old media. It's surprisingly, like, it's not... There's not a lot of outward, overt sexism. It's more like... It's more subtle. It's more insidious. There's this old movie that I watched not long ago, because my family likes it, called Remember the Night. And I think that's a classic... It's a classic example of, like, kind of a very tempered but deliberate response to feminism from Hollywood. This is like a 40s movie, like 1940s, something like that. And it has this trope that of like the sort of independent woman doing her own thing, getting by. But there's something that she's doing wrong in some way or other. Or she's not like. There's something that like the writers have used to allow a man to come in and like kind of, you know, if not like kidnap or coerce her in some way, in some other way, like by circumstance, she's like indebted to this man to be in his company long enough for him to like put her on the right path. In the example of Remember the Night, it's that she is like a drifter and a shoplifter. Like she'll like steal stuff to like make money and get by. So like she's not, you know, she's not exactly like the most virtuous person. But you learn a little bit about her backstory and how she's not been like her mother's not great, and like some of the people in her home, like you visit her hometown and some of the people there seem to like her, but her mom is like basically effectively disowned her. Oh wait, do I just have... Oh, my bad. I have the fossil. Point being, what's insidious about it is that it's played up like a love story. And the end of the movie, this is really nasty. Basically, he's a lawyer who, like, the whole thing that happens is that, like, he takes a little pity on her in this, like, shoplifting case where he's like, let's, you know, it's almost Christmas, let's not make her, like, have to be in prison during Christmas, like, let's stay the trial so she can, like, go and, like, be out, like, see her family or whatever. And so she's like, I don't have anywhere to go, I'm gonna come to you, because, like, clearly you, like, want something in return for this, like, act of kindness. And he's like, no, not really, but, like, I guess if you have nowhere to go, you can at least, you can come with me to where I'm visiting my family for Christmas. Yeah, shoplifting, the most heinous of crimes. She's not a great shoplifter either, because she steals a necklace from a jewelry store, and then she walks, like, she runs just a few blocks away until they're not following her, and then tries to hawk it off at like a pawn shop. And obviously the pawnbroker's like, I know this. I know this, where this came from the shop like a few blocks away. And he immediately, like, gets her caught by the cops or whatever. But anyway, it's like, at the end of the guy's mom, when they go to his family, convinces her that, like, he's gonna try and like disgrace himself as a lawyer by like intentionally screwing up the case just so that you don't have to serve jail time, and you can't let him do that. You have to go to jail so that he can, like, have a good future. And it's like, no, why? Like, the end of the movie is that she literally gets fridged for this man, for a lawyer man, like a criminal attorney. And that's the 40s. But this trope turns up elsewhere. Like, you think of the first Terminator movie, where Kyle Reese comes back and he basically kidnaps Sarah Connor, and she's, like, trying to get out of his car while he's, like, desperately explaining. He's being like, no, I'm not. This is for your own safety. It's like, that's really nasty. And T2 kind of, like, corrects that, where she's much more of an active agent and in control of what's going on, but god damn it. I bet I can think of more recent movie examples too, like movies that came out in the last 5 years that still do this. Sorry, I'm trying to name an Amistar. Oh my stars. How about Star... Oh, no. That doesn't make sense. I was gonna name her Star. I was gonna name her Light Bright, but I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Star. We can call you Star. We can call you Star Bright, if it fits. I just kind of like it. Thinking of Amistar, Star Bright. Oh, perfect. Just long enough. Yeah, they stop her rant about how men ruled the world. Oh, in T2, men went on to push AI and are ruining the world. Yeah, it's true. Well, I guess that's... James Cameron has a very odd approach at, like, feminism when he does have, like, main female characters. Thinking also of Aliens, where it's like, something feels off, although I can't quite put my finger on it, because, like, she's getting criticized by, like, the obviously bad and manipulative, like, mental asylum people in T2. Yeah, it's when they meet up with the scientist. Oh, you mean, later when they meet up with the people who, like, the guy who designed Skynet. Oh, I don't remember that. But yeah, there's, like, this kind of weird... There's this kind of weird thing with that, where, like, I love Aliens as well, which is another James Cameron movie, but the, like, director's cut version where they established that Ripley had a daughter, it kind of, like, oversells the, like, motherly thing going on, where it was kind of fine in the theater version, where it was just like, she just is an empathetic person who wants to rescue the, like, one kid who survived, right? But then, like, Cameron's director's cut makes it that like she feels guilty for having missed her daughter's life, and it feels like it becomes like a motherly thing, which is just weird. I feel like that it gives me like a weird vibe that I can't quite place. Oh yeah, and Alien, yeah. Well, we can blame what's his name? Fight Club director for Alien 3, because I think he was the one who wrote it. He didn't direct Alien 3, he wrote it. Or maybe he did direct it. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I'm thinking of Alien Resurrection was directed by some French guy, and it was written by Joss Whedon. But it's easy to think it was also directed by, I think, accused. Wait, was he actually like? I forget if he was convicted of. I want to be careful with my wording. If he was convicted of abuse or if he was accused of it, and I don't know if he went through the thing. Yeah, another movie never happened. Yeah. Yeah. I find there's some like weird. There are some weird things that are almost worth appreciating in Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection, but they're difficult. They're difficult to approach as movies. But think of T2. T2? No, I was saying T1 in the thing. This weird feminist angle, this weird feminist reaction angle, that so many movies have. The primary thing there is that it seems to me, I think I'm kind of stealing from Pop Culture Detectives video. Oh no, Bimbles! Dang. A wild Raticate using Pursuit? That's too clever. Too clever for her own good. But yeah, this trope, it's basically like it's basically like Hollywood trying to have this dominant, independent female character to appease the masses, but then they still go for this like, but women need to be put in their place kind of thing, right? It turns up in so many other movies that, like even classic movies that I love still do this. I want to say it kind of happens with Princess Leia in The Empire Strikes Back. It's kind of more insidious there because like she very clearly says no a lot of times to Han Solo and he kisses her anyway. Yeah, it's all over the place. It feels very much like an insidious way to bring in a feminist character, a character who's clearly feminist, and oh yeah, and then yeah, Return of the Jedi Slave Leia. Yeah, I don't know if she was even called that. I think that was I feel like that's a term that came out after the movie and like outside. It's an accurate descriptor, but also like kind of came outside of like, I don't know. I'm not defending it or anything. It's just it's like a. I feel like if you were making that movie, you wouldn't use that terminology to describe what was her condition. What was I saying? But yeah, there's this very pernicious. It's this very pernicious, long-standing trope because. What makes it so sinister is that these female characters are still like beloved and aspired to, even though their purpose in the movies is usually to be like the stand-in for feminists and like the movie reacting to it. Oh yeah, harkening back to the slave Leia, the terminology. Interesting. The genocide route in Undertale when Toby calls it the bad kid route. That's interesting. I heard the alternative being no mercy, but I do like that bad kid route. I feel like that almost captures the intentionality of it better, where it's like, yeah, I don't know. Undertale as a whole, I think Undertale still. I had that weird bad take on. I call it a bad take on Undertale, where like it kind of fails at being a game about empathy, but I think I'm wrong. I think it actually succeeds in that the desire as like a completionist to do the like evil route is in conflict with the game, and that's like by intention. It's in conflict with like the game is like tempting you to be bad, and I think that is valid. But it's also like you are also creating a game where you can uncritically like kill everybody for a challenge. You know what I mean? Like there is this weird space in both directions there, but yeah, I don't know. In the movie feminism thing, because like, you know, Sarah Connor and Ripley are like they always make lists of like powerful women action heroes, and it's that one's also kind of a the female action hero thing is also kind of a weird, like, kind of owning masculinity, like repackaging masculinity in as a woman is also a weird problem. But yeah, No Mercy route feels like some kind of Space Marine kind of talk, where the player's trying to ignore the fact that it's evil or bad. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that either. It feels kind of whenever I thought of it, specifically because like there's the mercy button in Undertale, right? I always thought of it as No Mercy because it also, that detachment, that kind of like military, as you called it, Space Marine approach and detachment kind of feels appropriate to what the route actually entails. Because you have to go out of your way. You have to go really far out of your way to do it. Also, I think I'm just going to start using repels in this area. I bought some super repels. Yeah. I think. Oh, you know what? I was reminded of I haven't actually watched it. One of the later seasons of Stranger Things does the like belligerent romance plot with Harper and Winona Ryder's character. I forget what their names are. But it does that belligerent romance plot, which is like an extension of that same old nasty trope. Oh, you know what? What am I doing? I was gonna be like, let's go fight trainers, but no, I just want to get the key and items and get out of here. Yeah, you don't have much of a problem with female characters doing masculine things. It's like people want all the feminine tropes of having to have emotions, be motherly, and like let women be powerful, emotionless, and unmotherly. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of. It's like the like it feels like it's not very. There's sort of this false equivalence of having a woman like star in your movie is not necessarily progressive if she's just like indistinguishable from like a manly action hero. It ends up being like, what was the difference really? It's like the way people try to use female gaze as a term for like just sexualizing the other gender, which is not what male gaze means either. Like, it's still male gaze if you're treating the subject of the camera as like an object. Yeah, let her. Oh, you're saying let her be indistinguishable from manly action hero. I mean, I think there's still value to that. It's just like, what am I trying to say? I'm also distracted by the fighting. I thought I could get away with it. Oh, right, like, why does she have to be a girl in quotes? Yeah, I don't mean it that way. Because I'm trying to think of like how I'm trying to phrase it. Also, gosh, I need to turn off the battle animations again. It's like maybe I can run away anyway? No. Oh yeah, the way they feminize her is to make her sexy, which is, yeah, not great. That's the usual approach. I guess, you know what it is? I mean, it feels maybe too easy an answer, but I feel like it's the most comprehensive one. Is you just... What usually I think we see with the, like, female action heroes is, when I say they're indistinguishable from, like, a male action hero, that's in the sense that, like, they've been written... Actually, no, you know what? I don't think it is... I don't think they are indistinguishable. I think what I'm reacting to is more like... the woman put into the same position, but then she's put into the same, like, role as the action hero, but she's treated the way that, like, an ignorant male writer will write a female character. Yeah, there's really no such thing as female gaze, because men don't get sexualized enough, and even if they are, they don't lose their power agency. Yeah, well, and what I've heard for... what I've heard that would best describe a female gaze is it would be the opposite of like fantasizing an individual person and more about like sort of a group, like depicting like group dynamics and like not even about sexualization at all really, like the potential female gaze would be depicting like group like non-sexual kind of group dynamic and people not being robbed of the power as individuals kind of thing. Like you would not just flip the gender, it would be like people tend to describe it. It would be an opposing force to the way that male gaze like does what you're describing, robbing their agency, and basically like turning a person into like a visual something for visual like enjoyment or something. If one man is bad at math, all men are bad at math. I don't follow. Is that like as an example of female gaze? I think the example that I heard was of what was it? It was a movie it was like a not well-known movie by the Wachowskis that kind of examples that. Yeah, the group thing. Yeah. Maybe? The example was like where like the group enjoying themselves and being kind of, I don't know. I'm coming up short, I have to admit. I never studied gender studies in any like serious beyond like YouTube videos, so I'm at a little bit of a loss, I admit. That's the example I heard was kind of along those lines of like effectively somebody who, what am I saying? It's just you flip the script on the kind of outcome. The way that your subject is being perceived has to be the opposite to get like, I don't know. And I kind of don't like the implied dichotomy there with male versus female gaze anyway. So it's probably better to come up with some other way of thinking along these lines. Maybe like anti-male gaze or something like that. Anyway, I guess we're gonna go fight trainers here now. Yeah. I could do to learn more about these things. I know Pop Culture Detective is a YouTube channel I really like. They've talked about a lot of this sort of thing. I want to say they did a video that was kind of like, which is where I heard this idea of like potential female gaze-y thing, but I don't remember for certain. I know it was for sure where I first heard of this idea of the, like, men, like, Hollywood reacting to feminism by kind of, you know, injecting these sort of feminist women into the movies, but then they get corrected by a man. Yeah, you've seen people try to sexualize men the way women are sexualized, but they all fall short. They just don't go far enough. Yeah, I'm also... It feels like it's not in the interest of feminism to, like, inflict the same, like, harm on the other gender. You know what I mean? Like, part of the goal there is for everybody to be treated with respect. And so... It's like, you know, like, I think, like, I don't know... I can't think of a good movie example that even tries to do like men as the subject of the male gaze. But it's like it's like, and I think it's like you were saying earlier, Mav, is that like the experience of like a man being sexualized is not equivalent to a woman being sexualized. It's not like it doesn't come out. It doesn't turn out the same way because it kind of can't. It's not really compatible. Gosh, do I gotta heal up again? I guess I gotta heal up again. Yeah, you don't think there are any? I was trying to think. There's like I don't know, like Magic Mike has the like male strippers thing, but it's not. It doesn't really do. It's kind of just male gaze again. It's male gaze, but like looking at men. You know what I mean? Men are kind of the subject instead of women, and yet they also come out of it better than a woman would in the same framing. So yeah. Yeah, I find like a strange... I do have a strange fascination with like finding value in old media. That's why I was looking at like Star Trek the original series and all of its shortcomings and like weird things that are like, does this kind of work? Maybe you could argue for this or that thing. Kind of rides a line. But there's so much new media and more recent stuff that it's like you don't have to look very far and you can find good things that are up to modern standards. I guess what I find kind of encouraging is that occasionally, like, you can see the presence and you can see that, like, there's this shared humanity through the ages, that, like, empathy and humanity are not new, novel concepts, that there is space even in very flawed, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, bigoted ancient times, or like people can still show this like genuine kindness and in a sincere way. Like there's like what I found, the reason I got started on old Star Trek is because I rewatched. I was kind of with a slightly different framing than I originally saw it. I rewatched Star Trek: The Motion Picture, you know, with V'ger and all that stuff. And there's some oddly interesting things going on in there. that I never really clocked the first time, and some things that I think give it value, even though it does come up short, and it's worth acknowledging where it does. There's a lot of male gaze going on in there. But there's also like I don't know. There's all some would be queer baiting. I think there's these odd little moments of like, oh right, there's an item over there. There's these curious little moments where like Kirk is trying to convince McCoy to join the mission, and he goes, he says, "Damn it, Bones, I need you badly," and they give each other this like long look, and he's wearing this like disco, you know, like deep, like big wide open, like showing off his chest hair and a medallion, like disco outfit, and it's just like what? Huh? There's some. The subtext has risen to the level of text, hasn't it? Like a little bit. And like the movie never makes good on any of these implications. It's kind of afraid to be queer at all, but there's some interesting things going on there. More than that though. I kind of kid with that, but like more than that, the ultimate like conclusion, like treating this like dangerous, overpowering entity with some sympathy and ultimately like helping it to do its weird like ascension to a higher plane of existence or whatever, is kind of nice. This sort of in a weird way, this ultimately this like attempt at understanding and peace, and like something that's easy to miss because Star Trek, after that, Star Trek movies turned into like big space battle shows, is that the only time that the Enterprise fires a weapon in the whole movie is to blow up a dangerous asteroid, and that's it. Yeah, Star Trek has always veered away from queerness, even in TNG. Yeah. Even in Strange New Worlds, really? Because that's the new one, right? Oh, but you know what? It's the new one that's like set in... It's got like the guy from... It's got the guy from the Menagerie, or the pilot episode. Yeah. So it's like, it's kind of set around the time of the original series, and I guess they like uncritically play into that. That's weird. An odd thing I noticed, another interesting thing I noticed from old Star Trek is that they do have some like, occasionally they'll have like some queer aliens. Like there's this, Arena is famous for having the, like giant lizard man and like slow fighting. But at the end they have this, what's notable is that the like aliens that set this whole thing up who are like, you two are just so violent, you should prove that, like, you know, if you want to kill each other so bad, we'll just put you onto this planet. And then Ricker's like, no, I won't kill him, even though he like attacked the thing. I'm gonna show compassion or whatever. One of the aliens shows up, and I don't know if this is intentional at all. It feels kind of like a strange accident of like casting and writing, but the actor for the alien is a woman in like this gold, and they do the like, you know, human and like colored paint, you know, makeup thing. But the actor's a woman, but the voice is a man, like very clearly like male coded. And Kirk even says like, you're like a 1,000-year-old alien, but you look just like a boy. And there's this weird, like, the enlightened, you know, forward-thinking aliens are themselves queer. There's almost like this, I think it's unintentional, because of course it's because it's Star Trek, but there's almost this implication of like ascension like past gender in a way. The alien doesn't really correct Kirk on that either, but like it's almost like, oh, why should the impression I get is like, oh, why bother? Oh, Strange New World, go back to that episode and messes it up. Oh no. Do I want to know what they did? Because, I mean, I can't help but see it everywhere. Like, part of what Arena felt a lot like, at the time, maybe it was commenting on Vietnam, And to my present day mind, of course, I can't help but think about Palestine, where, like, specifically the Gorn, like, attacked an outpost, and then Kirk learns later that, like, that was their planet. Like, the Federation put an outpost on their planet, and they were, like, afraid and attacked it. And so Kirk deliberately being like, no, don't, I'm not going to kill them, don't blow up their ship or anything. Like, maybe we can come to an agreement, is something like what he says. I can't help think about that, because it specifically relates to, like, a lot of the Cold War stuff. Oh no, Strange New World says the Palestine episode messes that up too? Dang. Just like Doctor Who. Which is to say, recent Doctor Who. That one is especially icky because they got, the current Doctor is supposed to be South African? No, not South African. He's supposed to be... He's got, like, ties to Nigeria, I think? Something like that. And so it feels especially nasty that, I don't know. It's an episode... The way I heard about it, it sounds like an episode that is worth not knowing about. And I will say no more. I haven't watched it as well, so I don't feel... It feels inappropriate to comment too much about it. I just watched, I think Verily did a video on it that I watched. But yeah, but Arena is like has like this strangely poignant, like little tidbit at the end that I think most people don't know about. Both with that, like, showing compassion and the kind of queer alien. Oh, it also throws mentally ill people with trauma under the bus. Oh, great. Is it because the villain has trauma and it's, like, caused them, like, mental distress? That's such a bad... I'm tired of that trope. Frickin'... like, mad scientist villains. Or were you talking about the Doctor Who episode? Because I think that one also did that. The character who's portrayed as the villain of the Doctor Who episode I'm thinking of is a victim of trauma. Oh, the thing is, quote, broken and, quote, can't be fixed. Huh. How about that? Icky, gross. Oh, things also torture. And, Strange New Worlds is sounding like a really bad show. I'm not the biggest Star Trek guy, but it is fascinating to me. Fascinating. Aw. How do I get over there? Oh. What? Maybe I have to get a staircase. Something I find curious is that apparently older Doctor Who episodes have done some, like, colonial commentary that was good. Or that was good for the time, at least. It's very strange. It's a strange... It's an awkward world. Oh, the last episodes were not great. The musical episode goes Starship Troopers with the whole duty, honor, country thing. What? And it doesn't even have, like, self-awareness like Starship Troopers kind of does. Arguably does. Starship Troopers is a whole other can of worms, because, like, I don't know, satire is dead. Nope, no self-awareness. Wow. Good job. Great job. Well, you know what we can do? I can try and, rather than do all this, nonsense, I can go Where's Route 6? Route 6 has... Here it is. Route 6 has a lot of Slowpoke in it, and we need a Slowpoke. So I'm gonna go catch one. I'm gonna catch one and well, we need 2, actually. I'm gonna try and catch 2 for the Pokedex. Maybe I can get 1 of each gender. Because Slowpokes can't be gender neutral. I wonder... You know how, like, what's it called? I was gonna say Shin Megami Tensei. It's the Persona. I guess SMT does this a little too. But you know how Persona has like these like intelligent kind of demon summon things. I wonder if you could do something like that, and kind of like Pokemon, but you're able to be more progressive and they're characters with like more agency somehow. Oh, oops! I should have thought that would be too much. Oh, you also saw a breakdown of the Fight Club to Incel pipeline. Oh, yeah, I think I've been recommended that video and I just haven't watched it yet. But yeah, and how incels missed the satire of that movie. Yeah. I feel like that one, it's almost more obvious than Starship Troopers. But it's so easy to miss. Oh, Cassette Beasts. Or Beastie Ball. Oh, I think you told me about Beastie Ball before, right? That sounds familiar. You definitely mentioned Cassette Beasts, and I forgot about it. I'm a little worried with Nintendo's latest patent that these monster catching games might be in trouble. They pulled a Sega, and like the way that Sega did, for anybody who doesn't know, the way that Sega patented like the arrow, the navigation arrow from Crazy Taxi. Basically, Nintendo's doing that with like Pokemon mechanics in US patent. And it's not even that they're like doing it; it's done. Like they got a patent for pretty bespoke mechanics that basically prevent you from making a Pokemon-like game. It's basically a sneaky way to try and claim that Pal World and games like it are not good. Oh, oops, I forgot to... Oh, dang it. Slowpoke. I'll name the Slowpoke in a minute. But yeah. Oh, you think the horse has already left the barn there? Oh, the barn, yeah. Yeah. I'm glad that I'm not a professional game maker because this space is very difficult in the best of times. Even being an indie, like I still have like an odd and probably unfulfillable desire to make more indie, to make my own like little games. Did I use a Great Ball before? I'm gonna try Pokeball again. Yeah. Okay, I'll try to remember to name this one. Okay, one of these is... one of these is gonna be Slow Bro, and one's gonna be Slow King. Who do we like for the girl Slowpoke to be? I kind of want to make her the Slow King, the like smart. The shell, the clamshell creature clamps onto her head and makes her smart, and she can talk in the anime. What's a famous queen? Maybe Eleanor? Eleanor of Aquitaine. That'll suffice for me, for my needs. Yeah, the creatures in Pal World are very much amalgamations of actual Pokemon, and not, this is my Pikachu knockoff. The company had proof of using AI to use Pokemon to make new Pal World monsters. Yeah, Pal World is very, it's not a great example, but it strikes me as so strange that there aren't more, like, monster-catching games. And that, like, it took that one to draw any attention to the fact don't know, it reminds me of, there was some, in a weird way, it reminds me of some music-related lawsuit that was going on a while ago that had to do with, it had to do with, like, copyright stuff. Basically, I think it was the Robin Thicke one, where, like, nobody wants to defend Robin Thicke, but, like, also, I think he lost the suit anyway, but it was, like, a suit to try and defend the ability to use, like, the same short snippet of music as somebody else used, because it's, like, not, you shouldn't be able to copyright, like, 4 notes. Something like that. Yeah, people were pointing out the Power monster using Pokemon models. I mean, and who wouldn't? Like, how would you think that would go on under the radar, really? And now, Pal World did look to me kind of like a cheap looking asset flip kind of game. I was surprised it really got so much attention as it did. Oh, also, it's going to be slow, bro. You can be... oh, what is it? You can be bogus. I was trying to think of, like... What's the name? Bogus Adventure? I can't remember what it's called, but his name is Bogus. Because I like... Bogus is fun. I think Bogus was also the name of a very short-lived cartoon character. But yeah, Nintendo being very litigious in a sneaky way. I think what I read about this latest patent, though, is that it seemed like the U.S. Patent Office just kind of gave up and just were like, whatever, here's your patent, just take it, which is very suspicious. It feels like a big red flag and a big letdown. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's any, like, real legal recourse for that, if the patent office just already approved it. I don't know what you would do about it. Yeah, like they were taking a slow-mo model into Blender, swapping the parts with maybe Jolteon and Pikachu and running with it. Yeah, exactly. That's why I feel like it's so... Pal World is such an awkward one to have gone to court. Because I think on the one hand it's important to defend like a gaming genre, even if it's a subgenre like a monster catcher. I think it's important to defend that as a legitimate category to make games in, but also nobody wants to defend Pal World, and Pal World is probably culpable on those counts like you're describing, of like actually lifting assets from official Pokemon games. It's just, yeah, and Nintendo throwing the Switch 2 and Mario Kart money at things. Yeah, it really is. Season Pass is probably coming up next. Just to fuel their lawsuits. Oh right, there are trainers I can fight in the basement. Not this way. It's only a few minutes left in the stream, but I want to try. I think there's nothing else that I can catch yet. Oops, that we need. Yeah, it's all Generation 2 or Sevi Island over the Pokemon. And I got Omanyte. Yeah, Nintendo was fine with Moncol games until Power World was so blatant with their plagiarism. It makes me wonder, are there other Monster Collection games that are getting flack now, or is it really just Power World? And like the fear that people have about their game getting caught in the crossfire. Like, I can't say I've heard of any other games getting like bad attention. Oh, also, I need to check out the cassette beasts as well. I'm just getting some extra tabs open in my browser because I don't want to forget. Yeah, there are a lot of Monster Catcher games out there, but they use their own art. It's important. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, well, I'm not going to get to a new trainer, so I'm just going to... I think I'm going to... Okay, let's dig out of here, and I'm going to... I'm gonna just save and end the stream. Yeah, you think it is the fear now. A lot of people stopping projects in fear of Nintendo and not that they would be flagged. Yeah. In a related way, and maybe this is fair to end the stream. In a related way, I've been learning a lot about tenant organizing lately, and people don't really know their rights and what things, and landlords will try and do things that are blatantly illegal just because they think that either one, tenant will sign on to it and be okay with it, or two, the tenant will be too afraid to take the deal and leave so that they can raise the price of the apartment for a new tenant. It's very sneaky, but yeah, I've gotten involved in a tenant union organization to like go around and like educate people, and also to show up and like advocate for tenants and stuff. Yeah, and tenants are fearful of being evicted. Yeah, exactly. But at least where I live, there needs to be really good cause to evict somebody, and all of the people that we've run into are just, they're afraid of being evicted. They haven't been threatened with that, but they're legitimately afraid of it because it's a real danger, and they don't know exactly how difficult it is and what recourse they have. But they also, a lot of people are by themselves, and so the real value of a union is having like a group of people that can help you and you can rely on a little bit, even if it's just for a little bit of advice, or just having a person like with you, so that you're not by yourself having to face off against a super or whatever, or landlord. Supers are usually okay. It's the landlords are bad. Anyway, yeah, join a tenant union if you're renting and you're not in one or whatever. It's a good, unions are good. We're talking a lot about labor this stream. But anyway, yeah, thank y'all for joining me. Good talking with you, Mav, especially about all these difficult subjects. Yeah, next stream is gonna be Monday. I think it's a normal Monday, yeah. And I guess I'm gonna train and level up off stream because I got the key and everything. So we're just gonna do Blaine and go to the islands next time. I guess I'm gonna get, I'm gonna try and set up for Tansy and Bimbles to evolve because they're due next. And, you know, level 40 is well below the limit, so we can reasonably do that, well below the level cap. So yeah, that's all for now. Thank y'all for joining me, and until next time, I'll be seeing ya.